today what we want to talk about is the Great Reset. And contrary to what you are seeing on social media and in the news, the Great Reset is not a benefit to individual citizens and small businesses. It's a two-tiered economic system. One tier includes banks, multinational corporations, non-government organizations, governments, and sovereign governments. These organizations will utilize hyperinflation to bring down the value of currency to repay debts. So basically, they'll be repaying debts with worthless currency. On the other side of that, people that owe them money, individuals and small businesses, they will be forced to pay debt back by repossession and foreclosure, where they will be giving up property, land, material goods, rather than paying in hyperinflated currency. And as an individual, you pretty much have no positive stake in an economic reset because there are no benefits to you. So when we're thinking about this and how it works, we can look at examples. So if we look at New York City as an example, the wealthy multinational corporations, large corporations, and the rich are fleeing New York City. They're going to places like Florida, Texas, and other areas like that that are seen as stable, mostly Republican areas, versus the areas that they are coming from, which are blue, Democrat-controlled areas. So what these entities and rich individuals did is they benefited from all of these followers that voted for their cause. And they encumbered those followers with huge amounts of debt for retirement schemes, for government programs. So you can see all this debt that New York City owes won't be paid by those that are fleeing the city and relocating their businesses and corporations. It'll be paid by the people that are left there that listened to these people and voted for their programs and philosophy. Now, on a national scale, countries, if they're a sovereign country where they actually produce their own currency, that will be allowed to hyperinflate, and their debts will be paid through hyperinflation. If they're not a sovereign country, debts will be paid by the labor and value and wealth of the individual citizens. For instance, in the United States, all government debt is backed by the labor and property of the citizens of the United States. That's what is held as collateral. And under extreme situations, that can be gotten and used, monetized. So as an individual, how do you fare in this Great Reset? All of your debts, mortgages, credit card bills, automobiles, the hyperinflated currency will not be allowed for you to pay your debts. You will lose your collateral, your land, your homes when you can't pay for them. That is how the banks and the corporations are going to get paid in the Great Reset. They're going to get the property of the loan holders. So you can see how this two-tiered system starts to work. And what you end up with is it accentuates the existing difference between the rich and the poor. So what we're doing is we'll quickly grow a massive peasant class worldwide who basically owe their existence and are totally dependent on governments and corporations. You'll have a very small class of people in the middle that may own lucrative small businesses, large farms and ranches, things like that. But these will be rare. So employment opportunity will be with government and huge mega corporations. And if you don't toe the line politically, you get cut off. So when you're looking at the banking system that supports this, eventually they're going to want to get rid of currency and go to crypto or electronic currency issued by the government and controlled by them. And when that happens, you're totally dependent upon those governments and corporations, which will form a hybrid government model. So you can see the Great Reset is not where we want to go. So at every opportunity, you should be investing in the parallel economy, operating in the parallel economy we talked about in previous videos. That way, when this comes, you're self-supporting on food, energy, weaponry, and finance. So please rate, subscribe, share your thoughts. See you on the next video.